Good morning, everyone. This is Narada Rishi Raja with expeditiousfool.com, where we remove the obstacles by doing our DMP, that daily mindfulness practice, right? And I'm here with your Lightworkers card pull, so let's just go ahead and jump into it today. Today we've got the Queen of, or excuse me, not the Queen, Justice. You can see here we've got the scales. She has the sword. Now, with justice, a lot of people, they look at it from a very material base, right? As in reward and punishment, right? That's not the case. See, when we dig energy down to its core, its potential of going either way, it can go any which way on the spectrum. Say this is good, this is bad, it can go anywhere on that spectrum, and it's the same energy, right? In many ways, you could look at it as everything's the same vibration, the same energy of love. It's just on a fear from absolute prima bhakti, the highest levels of devotion, all the way to the lowest levels of fear. That's the love spectrum, right? But everything has both sides in this. I'm focusing on this a lot because this is the scale. Now, when you hear a mystic like myself or something talk about non-dualism or talk about how there's no such thing as good and evil, good and bad, this triggers a lot of folks. Triggers, and guaranteed, if you get triggered by that, know that you're still caught in the body, you're still caught in the mind. That's okay, just know that, right? But there is no such thing as good or evil. What there is there's appropriate and inappropriate. What feels appropriate for your vibration? What feels inappropriate for your vibration? More people on their spiritual path, if they understand this concept right here and they start using this terminology, it clears up a whole lot of struggles they're going to have. Because as we raise our vibration, we'll notice issues that we have with people, and we're trying to develop, non-judgment, right? Well, that's the thing about justice, is it's not judgment like we often, look at the judge in the court, right? Because that's material. No, this is on a whole nother realm, right? The energetic realm is everything, not just material. So it's not judging, it's developing discernment. There's a difference. So what is appropriate for my vibration? What is not? That is the key. That's what we're looking for. So you can, when you realize there is no such thing as good and bad, you don't have to judge somebody else for doing something, but you also don't have to be attached to that energy. Your pain from that situation, if they're doing something that's inappropriate for your vibration, your pain comes from your attachment, not because of their action. And that's the misconception that a lot of people get. That's the reason why they feel a lot of the times, like in this world, the scales are tipped. They're not tipped. They're completely based off of how much work you do on you and how well you are at eliminating the distractions. That's why the mystics have always followed the same. The sages have always followed the same. Every single human that has got it in the history of humans have followed a practice, whether they knew it or not, of meditation, some call it prayer, meditation, breath work, regulating their breath to calm down, to connect with their God source. So meditation, breath work, and some form of asana. And originally, the first asana with yoga even was sitting, right? So some form of asana. There's literally no way that a person can go through their life without doing an asana. Asana is a posture. It's just whether or not you're doing it intently or not, whether or not you're developing the awareness in your body enough. Why would you want to develop that awareness? Why would you want to eliminate distractions? Why would you want to control all of the emotional centers in the body, right? Those chemicals. Why? That way you get proper, that way you get proper discernment. You can then, once you eliminate things, you figure out what you truly are, what you truly want, and then you know what's appropriate and what's not. But you have to get to that stage of opened up, which requires what? You already know, our DMP, daily mindfulness practice. If you'd like to get one of these started in your life, please reach out. I know the struggles. I've been through it. I've been studying this stuff for over 18 years. And hands down, developing that consistency is the hard part. That's the reason why most people in the West don't do this. And even yogis, if you don't understand union with God source consciousness, you can't say you're a yogi yet, just so you know. But yogis, even in India now, they're teaching what makes money, not the truth of yoga, which is union with God source consciousness. And that's what I wish for each and every one of you. So if that's what you want to develop, please reach out, schedule a session with me. I teach breathwork, meditation, and yoga virtually around the world. If you're local, of course, I'll teach you here locally as well. I do tarot readings to try and give you some guidance and calm down some of your anxiety if you're not at the practice stage yet. And then lastly, if you're in person, I'm a Tibetan sound healer trained in both Nepalese and Indian style, as well as I do prana energy healing, which is an energy healing system I've created for myself after over a decade of being skilled in many different energy modalities. So that's all of the things I have available for you right now as far as to reach out. I also, anybody local, nobody's taken me up on it, but anybody local, I have started a in-person Bhagavad Gita workshop. Can be joined at any time. So if anybody's interested in that knows me locally, by all means, send me a message. I'd love to get you all scheduled. I'd love to get you on that. And the workshop, like I said, it's free, but it is only for local. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. Have a great day on purpose and stay mindful, everyone. Namaskaram.